Hey guys, Wyvros back and welcome back to the next episode of Wyvros Mythos, the side series where we compare video game monsters to their real world mythological counterpart. In the light of the Halloween spirit, we will be evaluating the Succubus from Castlevania Lamnet of Innocence. However, we must learn what a succubus is. A succubus is a demon who will lay with men while they sleep and force themselves onto said sleeping man and have forceful intercourse with them. Now this was done not only to give temptation to men, but also to steal life force from them, and many scholars also believe this is to collect the victim's seed. Now, succubi being demons are believed not to have solid bodies. Many theologists and scholars believe they got past this by either possessing a dead corpse or crafting a soulless body of their own to achieve their goals. Many noted and believe that succubi are related to their counterpart, the incubi. However, in reality, both are one and the same being. It was common belief that not only did demons have to possess human flesh to achieve their goals, but also they could not breed on their own. So, the demon would turn itself into a quote-unquote succubus and lay with a man to collect the seeds. While inside this demon, the seeds would then become corrupted. After the corruption of the seeds, the demon would turn into a quote-unquote incubus and forcefully lay and impregnate a mortal woman. Now, where do succubi come from? They just don't pop out of the sky, do they? Well, no. In the Bible, most notably, the Book of Splendor and the Alphabet of Ben explains the birth of succubi. The story goes like this. Adam had a lover before Eve, and her name was Lilith. Now Lilith and Adam were born from the same dirt at the same time, basically equals to one another. However, Adam did not like this and demanded that Lilith lay under him. Lilith refused and stated her beliefs in sexual equality, and they should lay beside each other, even with her at top sometimes. This enraged Adam, and when he tried to forcefully lay up on top of Lilith, Lilith called out the real name of God, which was forbidden, grew wings, and flew away to the Red Sea, the place where the demons dwell. Adam begged for God to bring her back, so God sent 3 angels to collect her. Lilith refused and over time bred with the demons, creating the first succubi. Now this isn't the whole story, it's an abridged short version, but I ain't going to read the whole story to you. You guys should go out and read it. It's a good story. Even if you're not religious, just if you're curious. Anyways, now we know where they come from. We can now evaluate looks and powers. Accounts and look differ. Some accounts make them look very provocative, usually with either very revealing clothing or bare skin. They also have horns, wings, fangs, a barbed tail, and sharp claws. Now on other accounts, they depict them to be scarier and nightmare-inducing hideous creatures, with claws and fangs, a barbed tail, wings, horns, piercing bloodshot eyes, and sometimes either with feathers or scales on a human-shaped woman or male. They are very strong, able to pin grown men with ease. They have powers of manipulation and are very cunning and charismatic. They also have the power to shapeshift and cause hallucinations. They survive by sucking the life force and physical force out of their victims. They can even suck this life or physical force while the victim is awake. Now that we know what a succubi is, where they came from, what they look like, and what their powers are, we can now compare them to real-world mythology, or to the video game. Well, no, comparing to the game, I give them a 5 out of 5. First is looks. They are exactly depicted as Minnie in Counter's state. She's very attractive, wearing little to nothing at all, yet still have demon-like traits such as her wings, claws, horns, and barbed tail. Her powers are very similar as well. She can fly, create illusions that form multiples of herself, as well as transform, as we could see before the fight when Leon ran over to her thinking she was Leon's lover. She's very sexual inducing. She enjoys both the masochistic and sadistic side of it. she just absorbs lust itself, just as a succubi or incubus would. Now, but out of all of this, it was the flowers and the plant-based attacks and themes that put it 5/5 rating. Now, you guys probably going to run back and listen to this whole thing and say, you said nothing about plants. Well, I wanted to save it till the end for this. You see, the story of the Succubi and Lilith are so old, they can be found in Christianity, Sumerian, Egyptian, Greek, Babylonian, and Hebrew mythology all throughout history. However, our target and the reason I picked 5/5 is Lilith, or Lilith from Sumerian lore. Now, she was known as a goddess of fertility and agriculture. To the Sumerians, it was well known that lotus flowers and trees were to grow wherever she walked or sat, respectively. Also, just like Lilith, Lilith stands not only for the equality of women, but the equality of sexual prowess of women over men, the serpent, the pleasure of herself, the dark moon, and the owl. So, as you can see, the relationship between these two women are one and the same. They are practically the same person. So it is only natural when Lilith gave birth to the first succubi, they gained power of the nature and plants, just as Lilith did. So, once again, we tip our hats to you, Konami, for your accuracy and genius. But for now, guys, this is the Wyvern signing out. I want to thank y'all for coming, and come back next week when we analyze the next creature on our long list. For now, this is the Wyvern signing out. Later, guys.